you've talked about one of the solutions to homosexuality being teaching people how to have good sex.
Yeah.
How is that relating to a solution?
The best sex is sex within a context of marriage.
Okay.
I always tell my friends, these boys, you can't enjoy sex in a condom. It's like eating meat in a cavera. Yeah, eat the thing properly, man, and you test the organic test of sex. The way it was supposed to be. How do you drink ajona in a cavera? Talk about it. So, but to be able to enjoy that sex, you make sure your partner is HIV free.
Yeah.
And then you also have to make sure that they are committed to you, because after you sleep with them, when you sleep with them again, they are not going now to come back with what? Another one. And the only place you can enjoy that is within the context of what?
Of marriage.
So that is when I say the best sex is in marriage. So me, I've been married now, it is 30 years. 30 years. Same woman.
Yeah, you said you also actually I quoted you saying that one time. You say that the best, like, you do not advocate for people to go with a use of condom, but having sex with people that they are legally married with.
Yes.
But don't you think that if you exclude the bit of the condom bit, people are actually getting
Listen,
getting
this is science. No, this is science.
They're
First
risking
of
their
all,
lives.
if you do a survey of how many men enjoy sex with a condom and those without a condom, you can get some of the information from prostitutes. There is the sex which is bare nyama kunyama, higher, more expensive than sex with the what?
With the condom.
Which means the value of sex without a condom is more enjoyable. That's number one. So you have to admit it.
Yes.
Number two, there is an exchange of body fluids which must take place. It is called, when you exchange seminal fluids from husband to wife, it creates happiness in the wife. Why? These seminal fluids, they bring hormones. One of them is called oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone which comes about as a result of sexual relations, normal nyama kunyama, between husband and what? Man and woman. And this one makes the woman happy. Sometimes when you can see women, their face is shining because they have tested the real
I'm told
thing.
they even grow the big
They
bum.
grow, yes, they enjoy because those hormones are there. They create happiness. That hormone is released 2 times. It released when a woman is breastfeeding her baby. It is released when a woman is having sex with a man.
Okay.
And the essence of that hormone, oxytocin, it's the happy hormone. You can read about it.
Even dopamine, I think, it's also part of it.
Yeah, dopamine, it releases when you're having a happy experience. But the oxytocin is mostly a happy hormone released for bonding with that person.
Okay.
And this is why it is necessary to be in bonding with one person, one partner, because you have such strong ties and you enjoy it. So when we tell people that you need to learn to abstain, like for me now, I've been abstaining for the last 3 months. My wife went away to America because our son is having medical surgery, and so she's not here. And yet I have so many beautiful girls here in Makerere. I have many fans.
Do you get hit on by girls?
Man, sometimes you hug a lady and nakubama sanyalas. That's why I told Spice Diana the other day, Spice Diana, you put those SIM cards inside the phone. She did a concert showing her breasts. I told Spice Diana, take a SIM card, take a muchi.
Musimu.
Abana amanda bagatambuza wabwe. Adamanda gali kama sanyalas. I'm telling you, you need to put the SIM card inside the phone and even the battery inside the phone. Kati, it is my way of communicating. Because anytime a man touches a woman's breast, if you're a normal man, man, you feel some power. Yeah. I mean, just even looking at the thing. As I told you when I was in senior 2, dancing, touching the girl's bum. For a whole week, I could not concentrate on mathematics. Physics, the only physics I was thinking was different. The chemistry was different. God has put such a mystery. There's power
in women.
When man and the woman kuchikuba. Which is why, by the way, let me tell you, those of you need to experience good sex. And good sex is where you let go. There is not even, you are not even thinking about anything. Chikuba bukubi, you're not wearing condoms, my condom what? Or chikuba, you're on a point where there is no return. You're not even thinking about you're like I am you, you are me, ndi mugwe onange ndi mugwe. Kitegeera. Kati mwabali you are here on sex maya bivera vera obana. No wonder so many people are depressed, they're even getting divorced.
Because of
you need to have real sex. And now if you want to do birth control, look for another method of birth control which can be able to accommodate the ability to test sex the way God created it organically.
Pastor Chaiko akikuba nnyo.
Nyo. Kitegeera. By the way, Hollywood usually shows that people who are having, by the way, some even these singers who are teaching about sex mania, how to have good, they have no idea what they are talking about.
Really?
No. You need to bring me back so I teach you how to have real good sex.
We shall call you back.
You should teach me back. I have I have the barefoot African method lesson on how to have good sex.
Pastor, in 2 minutes, give us few snippets. I mean, few, how do you call it? Tips on good sex.
Number 1, avoid the myths. They say a woman must have a lot of water to have good sex. The answer is no. That's a myth. That some women have more water than others. It could be, but every man can be a good what? You're a driller to get good water. Okay? That is Naikondo. Some Naikondo, the water table is above. Some Naikondo, the water table is below. So just have to be effective at what?
Drilling.
Kuba Naikondo. Need to teach them. Number 2, sizes does not really matter. This one has I want to have a big size of a genital. No, size does not matter. Regardless of length and size, that size is good enough as long as it have. Because the woman, I think I was reading about the number of nerves. Each person has at least like 20,000 nerve endings.
Yeah.
Okay? Once those nerve endings, they are the ones which create the experience. It is not so much the size, as long as the nerves are connecting. Which is why when you put condoms, they reduce the connection.
Connecting.
Then 3, men need to understand the value of being able to be circumcised.
Oh, yeah.
Circumcise helps you in sexual delay and being able to control yourself. Before I got circumcised, no, sex would not last long.
How long would it?
It would last short, less than 5 minutes.
Hey.
And you feel so bad about yourself because you've not actually kusogoladi properly. A man is a musogozi.
Yes, Pastor.
By the way, in fact, let me conclude on that one. Yeah. Pastor Sempa's theory of good sex using the analogy of barefoot kusogola. So,
yes.
Number 1, when you want to have good juice,
yes,
you must start off by going to the garden and gathering embide. The day you want juice is not the day you get the embide.
Yes.
Because the embide must be created time. So number 1, the girl or the woman you are going to have good sex with, enjoyable, you prepare her. Even the man, you prepare her. Tochi papila, I know. Embide, you go to the garden, you cut it, then you hide it somewhere in the garden so that it becomes yellow. You can't get good banana juice out of green embide. I don't know how they do it, but I'm sure they take some time.
Yeah, they brew it.
Fermenting.
Yeah, fermenting.
And you don't get good one the first day.
Yes.
So, you keep it until it is what?
It is real.
That is number 1. Omuwala gogenda okwebaka naye, omukyala gogenda okwebaka, omukuba amasanyalaze, n'omukuba obugamba love, mwana, onkubisa, nkwagala nnyo. N'omutegeka naye ndi gwe nkutegese. A few days from now, you'll be mine.
You build the temple.
So, and a man must learn to restrain himself. Because for a man, you want to do it now. But you must create 3 days from now. Yeah, so you did, tosogola mbidde mbisi. I don't know how to say that. How do you say that in your artist? Say it in artist so I can hear it.
In that, so you say, in the camera, Mami nyami, etagetlo mami konit.
Tosogola mbide mbishi. No. soko gikwate mpola mpola abakyalo bakwata mpola nnyo nomuwa touch nomuwa love naye nga gwe obwongo obwo nga nti gwe nkutegese because a man must have a goal. We are goal oriented. Nakikuba ndali kigenda kuba kiyitirivu nnyo lwenakwatako man ojja kulaba. So then you prepare your time. Then after that, after the bananas, omusuwa obugambo, omulaga love, you care, omututeko out, omugudde ku bimuli, you know, just the adoration, the sunshine. You know the sun, they say a sun-kissed apple. A sun-kissed orange, a sun-kissed banana. Omwami olinganga njuba, omuwa abugume. So then the second, omubugumya n'ayengera. Then the second one that you need to do is you need to have a private place. When you are going to squeeze bananas, you need to have a private what?
Place.
Usually in my village, you put you get a riato. Then you peel the bananas and you put them inside there. But it's usually in the middle of the garden. And then you get the bananas and you throw them there. Then usually you add in some grass. So there is preparation. So the place you are going to have sex
must be
you
private.
Prepare private. Two, what do we bigenderako? Sometimes there is a lubricant that you must have. If you don't have good lubricant, you can have coconut oil or something that can be used for something organic, healthy, not Vaseline. Okay? Something healthy. There's lubricant. You prepare. You smell nice. You tomalaga chigwako chitegeera the location ka musical ambience privacy. You need to have a private place. Bamana oyinza okubeera ne ka radio noteekako so for background music. Some of it can be useful for background music. Ng'okikuba. So you need a private place. You cannot squeeze bananas everywhere.
It has to be private.
It has to be a place in the garden where then once you start to squeeze, you wash your feet. Don't just go into the riato and you just start. You wash your feet before you what? Unabako. Tandiko kusogola. Now, the process of kusogola has 3 stages. There is the first stage where you're just breaking the bananas, mushing them. So you don't just go in there and you just no. Kwata mpola mpola. Ekitegeera. Wash. Ate oyinza okuserera n'ogwa. You know you can, because it's so slippery, kitegeera. Ng'olinnye ku meevu, you can just slide and just fall down.
So you have to be
lyato. So embarrassing. Tiate badde kienda. Sorry, I just fell. So go slowly. Sogola mpola mpola. Okitegeera kola ki? Sogola mpola mpola. Now, mu kusogola, in the kusogola ring, there is, most people focus on genital penetration. No, the first place is not penetration. No, the first place is loving this woman properly in the areas where she receives the signals. Where is the place where a woman receives signals? One of them is just a touch of the body. Secondly, the breasts. You must send messages through to the breasts by rubbing them or at least enjoying them, touching them until the nipples are hard. You feel them, they have become hard. When they become hard, at that moment, you actually feel them writing on your thumb. You use your thumb. You are able to massage them, hold them and feel them. You feel them in your hands. Okay. Then you greet them, you kiss them. You taste them and you sample them. You taste the organic scent of your woman's breast.
Yes, Pastor.
You enjoy them. Then now you begin to descend from the northern hemisphere. Then you begin to go down to the southern hemisphere. As you are crossing the equator. Okay, the waist. I mean, no man enjoying just the waist of a woman. You enjoy the hips, the way God has designed a woman. So wonderful as you're crossing that equator.
Like a bow.
It's so great. Then you feel her. Okay, you feel her. Then the other thing is that you must now also provide that the woman must also experience the massage of feeling your feeling. You use your finger to send communication by rubbing and visiting her erroneous areas. Hey, you touch her. You touch the SIM card.
Slowly or?
Slowly. Slowly you touch the SIM card. SIM card nogikwatako mpolampa. Nogisindika signals.
Okay.
Yeah. But with lubrication.
Yeah.
And then as you go along, you enjoy before the man must penetrate the woman, you must make sure at least she has received one explosive climax.
Oh, Pastor.
Before you begin the process, you must at least make sure that she's received the first one.
Oh, okay.
That means work. You take time. Kati mwaba papa. You go up, amabere nogakwatako kiss no jimuwa no mwane kiss wali no mukwatako no, just take time.
Patience.
Nga omuntu akola massage. You may even start with massage. Take time. The problem is that most of us are in a rush. Okiwulira? But you must create in your mind that I am going to restrain myself. I'm going to show love to my woman. So in the barefoot theory of Pastor Ssempa, on how everybody can have good sex. You know, every man can have good what? Sex. So as I've shared, the second thing is that ensure that before you penetrate the woman, you must first give her the first word.
Orgasm. First
one. Just by touching her. Just by eating her, enjoying her, smelling her, adoring her,
looking at her,
just
imagining the beauty.
No mukwatako. Gamba, you must enjoy your woman, give her the time. The major issue is the discipline of delay. The discipline in when nakwatirako nja kuba nkukuba bukubi.
Ngenda
kumalawo. So you must create it. Then I think to me what is actually very important, Francis, is remove the focus to be off of yourself.
How
do you mean?
Focused
on the woman.
Okay.
In the good love making, the man must put the woman first. Say that I am onomwala ngenda mulaga touch. It's not about me. Ngenda mukwatako okutuusa lwakola ki? Lwe mujjamu. Ngenda mujjamu mukwateko mulyoke muwese omubisi bwe guba. By the way, the person who is kusogola linge is not focusing on the banana. He's not focusing on themselves.
It's the juice.
He's focusing on the juice. Now there is a time, there are certain signs you know when the banana is about to reach. Waliwo obubonero obukulaga nti ogenda kujjamu omubisi. Gunaatera. Waliwo obwovu. Have you ever squeezed bananas? Okay. Why you don't? You are from Mate, so a Jonah man. But when you are squeezing bananas for juice, there is a point where they begin to bring small bubbles.
So that means
when you see small bubbles,
you know it's
it's around the corner. But it's also a critical time. Because you can lose it at that. Omwenge gusobola okufaako. Omwenge gusobola okufaako. Ngagati banange nabulabe n'obwovu bwazze naye banange bagwayonoonese gutya. Gwonooneka. Ekiyiika. Kati awo, you cannot lose it. There is a point where you cannot lose.
So how do you keep the ball?
No, you keep the momentum slowly.
Okay.
You have to be persistent. Mukusogola ki omwenge. There may be a time where you feel like, man, I may drop it. You just pause.
Yeah.
You know, so can imiriraka.
The excitement, boy.
No. This is part of what God is teaching you to become a man. Olowooza omugiso waba musala nayimirira bw'ati abatawulira bulomi.
Obuwulira.
Kati waliwo olumira obuwoomi. Neno kansoke nnyimirize.
Soke nkaawemu.
Ekuchikuba oi. Good sex oi. Okitegeera. Kati obwovu buli then waliwo wootuuka ku kiseera ekyo. Actually after you reach the first climax, the second one is even easier because somehow God has made it that the water table in the Naikondo, after the first one, the second one comes easier.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
already.
And you can be creative because in your bedroom, okay, in your bedroom, you can vary. You can vary. No muteka kono gandi kati yango mvugenge embalasi. Yango tambuleko oko wano. Ku katto k'abakyala wano. Kitegeera.
Kangaroo.
N'akuvuga muuka awo naye n'awulira ttaacha. Kitegeera.
Yeah.
There are different variations. I can't go very deep in them. But you see, the book of Song of Solomon is such a good book.
Yeah.
For those who are looking, let him kiss me with a kiss of his lips. Okay, and I know there are people who consider oral sex to be a bad thing, and I respect them. But for me, when I look at the book of Song of Solomon, I know it is part of the game.
Oral sex.
Let him come and eat my apples. Let my lover come and delight himself. Then the guy says, I will climb that coconut tree. I will eat those coconuts.
So it's oral sex they're referring to.
Yeah, there is. Others may say it is not. Okay? Others may say it's not. But for me, as I advise people, depending on whichever side you are on that issue, if you enjoy it, it's okay. If you don't, it's okay. But again, you have to have one what?
One woman.
One partner.
Yes.
One. One.
Okay.
Because you share secrets together. You can't be now moving from this one to this one to this one. You'll be sharing diseases. Hey, by the way, people are, to me, some of the people are just depressed because they don't have good sex.
Okay.
And some of the women in marriages are depressed because they're not enjoying good sex.
Yeah, but
they're on body condom.
I tell you, there's also a theory that a lot of born again Christians are having bad sex.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's that theory.
I teach about having good sex.
Okay.
Yeah, nze mbayigiriza.
Alright.
Bera ne mukyala wo enjoy good sex. By the way, they did a research. I think it was University of Michigan did a research. It's a bit old now, but you can find it online. It's called The Revenge of the Church Women. The Revenge of the Church Women. And they found that when they did a survey, who is having the best sex, who's having the most orgasms, they found that actually it's women who are married, who are religious, who attend church. Yeah, they're the ones with bachikuba. They were having the most satisfying sex.
Okay.
And part of the reason why is this. To have the best sex, one, you must not have fear. It's fearless. Tina,
relax.
I'm not afraid I'm going to get pregnant. I'm not afraid I'm going to get HIV. I'm not afraid bagenda kunsanga. Like students who are having sex in the school toilet.
Yes, sir.
Yangwa, teacher. That's number one.
Classroom corners.
Number two, there is vulnerability. Kankwewe nawe okolechi onewe. So vulnerability is a very important part in having good sex because there is absolute trust. Absolute trust of each other.
Yes.
I remember, because I come out of the 80s, some of the songs that I have are from the 80s.
Which one?
This one says, you're taking me to the point of no return. Waliwo gy'ogenda. Kati mwe muli muzino simanya zange. Kwata wano, twala wano. Kati good sex is the sex that takes you to the point of no what?
No return.
Sex so good that just drives your mind crazy.
Crazy.
Blows your head. No I
can't feel my body.
Can't feel my body.
Cloud 9.
That is such good sex.
Yeah, man.
Sex gwe twetaaga. Si bino simayateekako condom. Ogitaddeko ojambadde. Kandabe.
That's already fear.
So vulnerability. Then 3, commitment. Commitment is where we are together because commitment is the basis of trust. That I'm committed to you. Whatever happens, ndi nawe, nze nawe, whatever happens, when you are young, I'll be with you. When you are middle, I'll be with you. When you are old, I'll be with you. So that's what I want to say. But now I want to njaga kuyisa wakalango. Recently, I was in town in a shop, and women were telling me that now married men are now, instead of using the women in the proper way, they are now going into their back. They're driving through rivers. They're saying, now, because you've had children, because of this,
you're now
you're no longer tight. Let me use you in the place where you go. the rectum.
Yeah.
And the women were saying this is painful. The women were saying that actually women are leaving marriages.
Because
they
of
are
that.
going back to their homes, and the parents are asking them, why are you leaving your home? Abazadde babuuza omuwala lwaki ovudde mu bufumbo naye omwana tasobola kyogera kubanga okiyisa otya mu kamwa ti omusajja mpita mu manju. Kitegeera? Kati njagala okwogera eri abasajja mmwe ekino mukikube in front. Bw'oba ogamba ti no simanya now because after the childbirth I'm not feeling them. There are different ways. Number one, there are exercises that you can be able to do to be able for the woman to produce a tightening. Number two, the man must understand, apart from just penetration in and out, there is more. There's Western jazz.
Hey, this one.
There's jazzing. There's a ways to jazz together. And the sensitive places must touch.
Oh my God.
When you touch each other and you are mweko, because I was looking up here how many nerve endings on a woman. Let me just look it up, because when you look nerve endings
in a woman, actually there are really a lot, especially in the
endings,
like clitoral area.
Yeah,
they're really
because now I have nerve endings in how many nerve endings on a woman's
nipples.
Nipple. There's many on the skin. Okay,
a lot, yeah.
So how many nerve endings? Let me just look at this one. Nerve endings. How many nerve endings does a woman's private part have? The glands alone contains about 8,000 nerve endings.
A lot of nerves.
A new study has found that the woman's clitoris, that's the private part, contains 10,281 nerve fibers. Omutwalo. Kati omutwalo ogwo olina ogukoonamu. Okitegeera? Olina ogukoonamu. Just touching that. Now let me see. Then for the man, nerve endings. Endings. That is a man's private part. So, nerve endings in a man. How many nerve endings are there? What is it? It contains 4,000 nerves.
Oh, so for us, you don't have a lot.
For the men have 4,000
nerves.
Has 4,000. The woman has what?
10,000.
Kati okoonako katono. Sigino. Mpulira sigino. Banaye mukozese sigino. Naye eno gye bayita abasajja mulekerawo kuyita emmanju. Tewali sigino. Tewali sigino. Tewali sigino. Omukyala ali mu bulumi. Simanya obirabye mu pornography. Many of you are watching pornographic movies and you're not getting the right messages. And part of the reason why, you see, this message is appropriate for people in their age. But now, people are watching pornography. People are learning the wrong thing. People are hearing sengas. Bano basenga bemulete eno kubukedde. Tebamanyi na bakiboogerako. Simanyi omukazi ositula akamina bw'oti. Simanyi weetaaga omusajja ayina. No. By the way, size, as important as it is, it is not the determinant of a woman's climax. A man will automatically have a climax.
Yes.
It is natural. But the number one person you must focus on is the woman.
Okay.
That is the luyimba lw'abaagalana. That is why I'm telling you that sex is not the day you want it.
It is.
No. So, in summary, remember, go to your garden, cut the embidde. Ozitereke. Omugandi gwe nkuterese. Notandika omulaga love ey'omusana so that okutuuka lwayengera. Kati bwayengera ng'olaba embidde zengedde. They are yellow bananas. Please, do not try to peel them when they are green. Bali abasajja bali enkaafu. Bali amenvu nga mabisi. Kitwala, so I want rough sex. No, omukazi tali redde. No. Ayina okubeera wali nga ali redde. Noga nti mutaganyiza n'ebirowoozo. Olina omukwata n'ebirowoozo. N'omukwata. By the way, guys, when men are set themselves to a mind, sobola ebirowoozo by'omukyala wo n'obikwata. Noga nti omukyala ono mulaze nda love. I mean, if you set the question, how am I going to show this woman love? so that she actually walks away saying, this man has loved me. Set that question. Don't set the question, how am I going to have sex with this woman? No, how am I going to show her love, and how am I going to help her to experience at least one,
The baddest climax.
so that she screams and says, I can't return. You've taken me to the point of no return. Yeah,
Pastor,
that is it.
This was a good episode.
So listen, in case you guys want to hear more about it, I hope to have a podcast. We can talk about it. We can have a dialogue. But I actually think every man can have good sex.
Yes.
I recommend, I did recommend circumcision. I know some guys are afraid of it, but it's okay. I have my friend Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben. I forget his last
Mulago.
name. Yeah, Ben is a good surgeon. What's Ben? I can give his number. I think he's also he's such a good guy. He's also the doctor to the president sometime.
Okay.
Dr. Ben. Let me get his number.
All right.
He's the one who worked on me, man.
Man, guys, I hope you guys have really
Dr.
enjoyed
Ben
the
Kingi.
conversation. Okay.
Dr.
You can read his number.
Yeah, 0772 400 732.
Go get circumcised and have good sex.
Yeah, good sex, man.
Don't
good
last
sex.
5 minutes.
Chikube, oi. And then, I think the other part is managing the relationship, the differences between women and men, how they feel about things, conflict.
Yeah.
You can bring me another time to deal with that. But humility, working through things, being focused on your wife and saying, I'm going to show you at the stage that she is. Like, where is your woman? Is she post-campus? Say, I'm going to show this post-campus. I'm going to be the best lover. Is she a mother of children? Say, I'm going to show this woman, the mother of children, the best love, because now that sets context.
Yeah.
Okay? Is she 40? Is she 50? Like my wife now is in my age, 55. I'm going to show my wife who is 55 and above the best love a man can show in her age bracket. Okay? I never wanted to have a luxurious car. I'm a person who drives simple cars. But I'm saying, God, after I finish my obligations, business, what, I want to buy a nice car. After I take care of my debts, my business, I want to buy a Range Rover so that I can put my wife.
Yoshi baby.
My baby. Mutekeko wali. Naye muvuge mrenje ajibuli.
Ovugenga yolini.
Averoli mama baby nga yatudde ku namulondo. Mugamba bwotyo. By the way, I even tell Elvis Mbonye. Elvis sits on his throne alone. Siraba baby wachi. Elvis omulaba, this is my honoring day. Abera yekka. Njagala Elvis afune baby we mchala we. Abere yatuleba chikube. Tutegere ma chikube Elvis. Chikube no mchala wo nga nange we nchikuba.
All right, guys. Pastor.
Yeah.
This has been a very good conversation, and I hope you have more of this kind of
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've learned a lot. I don't know about you guys. I've learned a lot, and I hope you guys have also